Thank you for your kind words. There have been so many, I really don't know what to start from. The program this short, you cannot even highlight the most important ones. But I think the most difficult one, let me start with the most challenging ones, is that we as a people don't seem to have changed much. You can have a perfect legal regime, but if the operators are not dedicated, if they're not committed, if they're not Democrats, then I'm sorry, you will not have a good, robust democracy. You will not have good elections if the operators of the system don't believe in the system. And sad to say, a lot of our people is this winner at all costs, this determination to get to power, let me get to power, everything else is secondary. I think that has been our greatest challenge as a nation. But anybody who's observed elections in the last 25 years will know the marked differences and improvements that have come in the process itself. Chief amongst, I guess, is the introduction of technology. That technology ought to be a game changer. Sadly, it has played that important role. Doubts and some doubts were cast in view of the presidential election of 2023, but otherwise, it's so incredible. In 1998, 99, I recall that people will register 200 times. People can go about carrying 100, 200, 300 cards, and election time distribute these cards to people who are not qualified to use them. People could vote anyhow. People used to write results. People still attempt, sad to say, some operators still attempt to do some of those things. But with technology has helped us in terms of identification of those who are eligible to vote. So if you don't have a smart card reader and a smart card, that's the PVC, then you will not be able to vote. And that PVC, the important thing about the PVC is the built-in chips that can identify, and the biometrics captured in the PVC allows us to electronically identify those who are entitled to vote. So incrementally, we've gone there, we went to the card reader, we went to the beavers, and their improvements are coming in both in terms of registration, entitlement to votes, and in terms of the actual voting itself. Some people say maybe we should go towards electronic voting, but we cannot go to electronic voting overnight. We have to lay those foundations. So incrementally since 1998, when the elections were held, and 99 when the presidential was held, we've gone and seen these incremental improvements. The laws have changed. Prior to now, commissioners in INEC ought to be card-carrying members, because the provision of the Constitution said that you must be qualified to be a national commissioner. You must be qualified to contest election as a member of the House of Representatives. And part of that chief in that qualification is the fact that you belong to a political party and you're sponsored by that political party. So that nebulous provision has been removed. Now you're required not to be a card-carrying member. Recall that a special advisor to the past president on social media was actually nominated, but because of that amendment in the Constitution, it was dropped. There was a general as well who had contested elections, I believe in Niger State, who was nominated as well, but his name never got to the Senate because they saw that this ran afoul of the current position of the Constitution. So these are the kind of improvements that have come. They're too numerous, but these are some of the highlights in improvement. But as I said, we ought to change the mindsets of those of us who are involved. Without that, no matter what the perfect law is, you will not have good democracy or good elections.